And if you see like press conferences and reactions or questions, are they basically the same in each country, or do you see like different views? Or
I think that the questions are basically the same, because I think this combination, me and Anders, and the book and what the book is about is creating a special kind of questions, you know.
But always in every environment there are actually new
Yes,
questions.
absolutely. But it's interesting because I think as in that this context is specific, and but me and Anders is always like, I try to listen to the question and dig into it with new perspective from my side too. Every time it's more learning.
And sometimes you really get a question, so you, hey, that's the reason why we wrote that, and you have to explain that for somebody else. So
the presumption is that this gang is kind of genius, or I mean they kept doing that for a long time and they kept getting away with it. So I just wanted to ask you, where is the line between like glorification or kind of slight glorification?
I think that's a fantastic question, because that's the basic question for writing this. You can't just, hey, that's a guy, I know him, he has a fantastic story, and they committed crimes and they were sexy and hot, and because then you are lost. So I think we talked and talked and talked about the consequences here and in Hollywood or wherever. It's more of a story. Back home, it's a story and truth. But for me, it was, for the first time ever, you have a perspective really from the inside, from a storyteller. I have so many friends being criminals or former criminals, but they are not storytellers. So here are we have that ground, so we have an obligation and a possibility to write about a new perspective. But if we just, and we have an obligation to write actually as so the characters are likable, because they are good and bad, they are black and dark, that's how we are. But without all those discussions, that creating an environment for the bad side, so the police officer in this novel, he is of course fiction, but he's sort of a consequence of what the police did. But through him, we could, when creating his hate to violence and excessive force, he could express what the brothers could not express, because they just saw the benefits of actually using the violence. Without that, it would have been glorification. But I think that when you read this from his perspective, from the cashier's perspective, the voices there, or even the mother in the book, her perspective being assaulted on the father, she's the hero, he's not the hero. So you can, I think, as a reader, judge who is doing the right thing and what is violence.
You have all the aspects of a character in the story, because you can't, because if it wasn't my vision to be in this project, and I want to describe only that side of my brother, because you have to flip the coin in a certain point in the story. Like
media, and that you kind of covered this case over the years. So when you realized, or when you found out that you will be able to collaborate, to work with Stefan, when you talked about that, was it like, okay, I was there and I didn't know, and now I know, wow, like comparison?
The wow feeling, I think, there is one typical moment when the wow feeling occurred, and that was after we started to work, because I have, as I said, I have so many friends that are criminals, and I've worked with criminals. I'm not impressed by criminals. They are good. Hang on. But there is a moment when we work, when Stefan is telling me about, because they planted a bomb at the central station to get a decoy from a bank robbery. And when Stefan tells me in real life that he was on his way home, he was passing the central station, which was locked down because some stupid assholes had put a bomb there, and you were annoyed by the guys. You didn't, and you were on your home back home to your brother.
But I didn't know that.
No, it was planted. And when we realized, and we were looking at the TV show, because I ordered the old TV shows, I was the one reporting live. So I knew that, but when we saw that I was reporting live, here we have the first bomb since 1970s in Sweden, and it's exploding among us people.
Passing by.
He did not, but supposedly he was there. So we were there at the same time. That was the key moment. And we are both connected to this.
I was the guy in the background.
My brothers.